Welcome back to Triple Take. Today's topic: are we in a simulation or not?
Oh my gosh! I think we could be, but you would never know. I think it could be a situation where like you die.
I think it's okay. Scientists have said at this point.
Have they?
It's a kind of a 50-50.
This is real sources, real news.
It's like
this
a 50-50
is the same
chance.
You know, this is the same kind of conversation of if time travel exists. Like, we wouldn't know because... Or like, time travel can't exist if we've never seen any time travelers. But then, dude, my college algebra teacher was talking about this. And he was like, well, if we have no time-receiving devices, then maybe they can't come back to this time, so we need to invent that first.
Oh, that's
it's
a
like,
good
maybe
point.
we wouldn't know it exists if we don't have the stuff necessary for it yet.
That's true.
But a simulation, you really would never know.
Yeah, you really...
Like, if you see the movie Matrix,
I think about that a lot.
no idea until they came up to him, right?
That's
right.
right.
They told him, look for this stuff.
Think about this. Think about this, bro. He hands him the blue pill and the red pill. He's like, take the red one. Which one did which?
I think the red is
go back
out. I think the red is go out.
Yeah. So let's say he took the blue pill, and it's like you'll go back, you'll forget any of this. What if we've done that?
Oh my god. Have you seen
Absolute
the new
cinema.
show Severance?
No.
Severance?
What's it about?
It's okay.
Tell me.
I think it's on
Enlighten me.
Apple TV.
Ooh!
Not sponsored.
See,
I
Prime
wish.
or Apple TV, I'm not watching it.
Okay, it's on Apple TV, but it's about these people, and the whole thing is like your work life is different from your personal life. So every time they clock into work, they work,
Like a
and
whole
that's
different
all
person.
they know is just work. But then when they clock out, they don't remember that stuff because it's a separate life.
But they know they have to go to work?
And the thing is, like,
I need to, like, watch this.
they always come back.
Because I'm confused. How do they always come back?
Just their
If they
mind.
don't remember
They
it.
go back. Maybe they choose to come back.
I see what
It's
you're
a
talking
whole,
about.
like, mind.
What if we do
fuck.
that? Like, what if
Yeah,
stuff
what if-
happens that, like, we never remembered? Because...
Or like, what if you two aren't even real? What if I'm the one in the simulation?
That's what I mean.
What if when you watch a movie, like, that movie's like actually happening in real life, though? Like, what if like you watch, like, what if we go and watch
That's
Shrek?
its own universe.
What if we go and watch Shrek and like we like, you know how you get so locked in on a movie that you like lose connection to your body?
You think it happens in real life?
You're so
I know,
locked
but,
into
like,
the movie.
What do you think about that? Like when you focus on a screen, like you could look at the screen in front of us and nothing else like appears except that what you're focusing
What
on.
if we're inside right now and then like a bunch of stuff is just happening out? Like
Exactly.
we're just in space, but we don't know until we walk outside.
Oh, you know what a good
And then the simulation loads. Oh my gosh! It's just
That's why the
unloaded.
universe is infinitely
It's just
expanding,
unloaded
bro.
mass right now. And then when we walk out and we look at it, it loads like Minecraft,
That's what I'm
bro.
If a tree falls on the forest and no one's already here, it doesn't make sound.
That's
Absolutely
stupid.
not. Absolutely not.
I get what. Okay, no.
Who's
I know what you're
Who's
saying.
there to say?
But that saying alone is kind
Does
of
the
weird.
world actually exist where we are, where humans aren't?
Where we aren't are. That's our thing. Aren't are, dude. Gosh.
Humans can't
Bunch of
die where humans
grammar
aren't
whizzes
are.
on this channel.
They can't die where they aren't are.
I like the idea of that you're in a
what I'm
simulation,
saying.
and then when you die, you're gonna like take off like a VR headset, and then be like,
And
"How
you're
was
just-
it?"
You're gonna be like, well, like, you ever see Rick and Morty when they?
I've seen some episodes.
When
Well, I got something to say
I
about
see
Rick
the
and
clips
Morty.
on TikTok
Yes,
but-
that's true. That's all I see.
where like they're in like they're just playing. They're in an arcade playing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you got 86 years, nice dude.
Yeah,
and they
dude.
snap out of it.
Imagine that. But imagine we don't know that, but then when we take it off, we're gonna be like, "Wow, that was crazy." Like we know.
Yeah.
That'd
Now,
be wild.
imagine if when you get out of the simulation, you choose to go back.
I always.
Ooh.
You know? What if you choose to like do the same thing? You know?
It's really interesting.
What if we get done and then like the people? What if you can break out of it though? Sometimes I'll have random like thoughts of like, what if I do this and then like, what if I call someone out on something that they do, or like that was weird. Will I get like killed because I'm like starting to? Because you know in like Truman Show when he starts to
he
like
starts
realize
realizing?
everyone's like trying to stop him.
Yeah.
What if
yeah,
that starts to
yeah.
happen?
Do you ever turn around randomly? Just like you're alone inside your house. You're like you just turn around swiftly just to see.
yes. You
Just
know,
to see.
whenever I'm watching something scary, if I have any space behind me, I'll be looking behind me.
Oh,
Constantly.
100%.
You gotta be up against a
If
wall,
I'm
bro.
watching something funny, I'm locked. But I don't know where the subconscious comes in. That like when you're watching something scary, your senses are just like heightened, where you're like ready if someone breaks
Does
in.
that,
Well,
like,
I think
analog?
your adrenaline goes off a little
Do you know
bit.
analog horror?
Does
is what I'm
that stuff
talking
like
about?
actually like scare you guys?
Analog horror?
What is
I feel like
that?
It has
does
to be
not
the
even,
good.
like,
It
phase
has to
me
be
at
good
all.
because no, listen. What the problem with analog horror is at this point, it's literally become pictures of a scary face with silence. That's not like all the original ones were really good. You have to watch the good kind. I'll
That's what
put
I'm
you on
saying,
the
though,
good
like-
shit.
like I feel
Most of it is not good. Most of it is literally. Oh, you know what's good? Have you guys seen the Jurassic Park analog horror?
I don't know.
That-
I don't really watch it. I feel like
It's like the VHS
I feel like-
style videos.
Oh.
You know Mandela catalog?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what
That's
really
meant to
analog
scare you.
what really
Yes.
spooks you guys though? Because I feel like everyone,
Honestly,
after like over 15 as a guy, I feel like your fears kind of start going down. And you kind
That's
of
true.
get
Some
more confident.
rated R horror movies
Courage,
is all it
courageous.
takes. Like, I don't know what necessarily, but like, the original Poltergeist is pretty frightening to me. But okay, not necessarily like watching it because I feel like I'm able to immerse myself really well in a situation. Like I'll be watching a movie or like a situation that's not even meant to be scary, but someone's just like in a struggle and they like can't get out of something. I'm like,
yeah.
if I was there, that's like terrifying.
No, I get
I feel
that.
like I'm able to immerse myself really well in that. Not even on purpose most of the time. If I see a scene and someone's strapped to a chair, that's like horrifying. Because like
Yeah,
you
that's
can't get
true,
out.
It like invokes that feeling of like, what if that was
Yes,
me? Like that'd be scary.
and then it makes me motivated to like work out
Yeah.
and become a force
You
of
get that
nature.
Oh,
too,
yeah.
like, no, I understand that.
You think that's like a man thing?
I think so, cause I get that really bad when I watch plays and stuff too.
Yeah.
Like when I watch dance recitals, I just want to like,
Dance
I just
recitals.
want to like. All right. Anyway.
They scare you?
You
No,
lost me.
no. They just like I don't know. I feel like I need to actually do something.
Oh,
You know
I
what
know
I
what you
mean?
mean.
Like,
When
you
I
wanna,
yeah,
like,
when
go
I
do
see
something,
people
like,
yeah, when I
crazy.
see people
Oh,
like excelling
yeah.
in their field, I'm like, I gotta lock in.
Exactly.
I gotta start doing stuff.
That's why I
Especially
went to state.
not
actually.
even necessarily like the David Goggins stuff where it's like you need to.
Yeah, that's something that makes me
you
like
make it-
feel.
Just when I
stupid.
see someone succeeding, I'm like, I gotta get like that.
Yeah, no.
That's true. I think it's just a motivator.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. I think scary movies are a big motivator for me. But like supernatural stuff in movies can scare me as well. Like I'll never go. There's some movies I'll watch. Like on my computer, I'll never go into a theater to watch like a rated R movie that I haven't seen.
Oh, hell.
Because if it's
no.
too scary, I don't want to. First of all, I don't want
You're
to waste the money to
stuck.
walk out. Exactly, you're stuck,
You're
and I don't want to waste the
trapped
money to
there.
walk
You
out.
can. Yeah, that's true.
So, I don't remember the last time I saw an actually super scary movie.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like if I watch a scary movie, I've watched a couple, but I'm never like immersed enough or like I know it's fake, so why would it be scary to me? I can just watch it and whatever's going on, I'll like.
No, what's the scariest movies are the movies where the stuff happening can actually happen, or it's
Oh,
like based
yeah.
on a true story. That's the scariest.
Those are
stuff,
the really
bro.
ones. Yeah, because
When you watch, have you guys seen the Dahmer series?
No.
Oh, yeah.
When you watch
That
that,
happened
and you
here.
watch him, exactly, happened in Milwaukee, and you watch the scenes where he's like got the person in an apartment, that's like terrifying. That happened.
Yeah,
that's
that
the
could
scariest
actually
stuff.
truly
When
happen.
I'm watching It, like Stephen King's
Yeah,
It, it's
that's what
like
I'm saying.
look at
It's
this
a
spooky
stupid-
clown. There's scary parts. There's parts where I'll be like, oh man.
Yeah.
But it's like after the movie, I'm not going to be looking over my shoulder to see if the clown's
Yeah,
there,
right.
unless I'm
That's
like
true,
10
yeah.
years old,
That's what
which
I'm
is
saying.
different.
I feel like your
Yo.
fears when you're a kid change significantly when you
Y'all
go
remember?
past like 16 or 17.
Y'all remember the
years old.
2016 Killer Clowns?
Ooh, I don't,
Killer
because I was not.
Clowns.
You
online.
don't?
I was.
Oh, bro,
I had nothing.
entire feed, and most of the videos were probably fake too.
Oh!
I loved
yeah,
the
yeah,
videos
yeah.
though. There was like a few videos that you'd watch, and it's like this group of friends, and the clown starts coming up, and the friends just go up and they're like, "Let's beat the fucking shit out of this guy, bro."
They pull out a gun or something.
Yeah, exactly. No, because people mess around. Like you'll get like nowadays.
If you mess around, you're gonna find out.
Also, I never understood. You watch a video of a person in a car and they're going towards a clown, and then they're like backing up, bro.
You're in the
Step on the
car.
gas. Exactly. You're in
No.
the car.
You know what my like biggest fear is though?
What?
Like I feel like I'm low-key not scared of like too much stuff anymore. But
You're
like,
also 6'5".
that, yeah. And low-key.
No one's gonna try to do something.
Does
Low-key a
Look,
feminist
no.
literature reader. Low-key
6'5", by the way.
Low-key only listen
Fear
to Frank
Frank make me
Ocean
so
and Taylor
angry.
Swift. But anyway, yeah, no, for real. I can't stand them. Gender pay. I hate the gender pay gap.
What were you
Anyway,
saying?
anyway, getting back on track here.
Yes.
The things that are like really spook me is like imagine looking out your window at night and like
Bro.
there's just a face there.
That's
You know what I mean?
that's what scares me about that analog horror stuff, especially when I first watched Mandela catalog. Like when I first was exposed to all that stuff, because I'll be going to sleep, and in both my rooms I have windows, like in my mom's and my dad's, I have windows, and right as I go to sleep, I just imagine the scariest face possible just staring at me. That's scarier. It's like that's what makes that stuff so scary. Is like it's scarier if you don't know what's going on. Like if someone were to charge in at us with a knife, that's scary. But if there's some guy standing there staring at us and you don't know who he is, what he's doing, that's
Just the
scary.
concept of
Yeah,
that happening
that's
is
scary.
so much more
Well,
scary.
I think
than-
your mind just goes through so many scenarios of what could
You
happen.
just want something to
You have
happen. Like
no
you want to
idea.
react to something and
Yeah.
you can't. Like nothing's happening. But
know-
like you know there's like a threat.
One time, this happened to me in real life.
Oh man.
this isn't like super scary, but it scared me back in the day.
I'm getting scared.
Back in the day,
I was just thinking about it.
I'm in my bedroom, I'm sleeping, and it's a crazy storm out. And this is at the point where I had bushes and like a little bit of trees outside my window. And
I'm scared.
one of the tree branches like fell off and came right towards my window and like crashed right into it.
Oh my god.
So it like it's banging on the screen, the screen of the window. You bang on that, it creates a pretty distinct noise.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I freaked the fuck out. First of all, I rip the curtain open to see what's there.
Oh, dude,
and
that's
it's
just
just scary right there.
That's what I mean. I'd be too
then,
scared.
And then it's just lightning. And
Yeah.
it's just, oh my god, that was so scary.
I don't understand where the idea comes from. Like, I guess it makes sense as a little kid, but even now, where the idea comes from, like, I'm scared, I'm going to sleep, let me pull the covers over me, then I'm safe.
I think
it's just because I can't
factors.
see anything, and, like, because when I have my head above it, and my eyes are closed, I'm like, if there's anything out there, I can't see it. But then if I have my head under it, I'm like, if there's anything out there, they can't see me.
I think that's true, or it's like you're kind of hiding, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I've always been worried that someone's going to break in. I'm like, if anyone broke into my house, like I wake up, there's someone in my room, I'm literally sitting there, and I'm not making a noise. I'm just going to try to act like I'm asleep. And then if they walk out, go downstairs, I'm going to like scream for my dad or something. There's someone in that! Wait, what's like, you guys walk into your house, and you know someone, like you start hearing footsteps, and you know it's none of your family. What's your move? I'd start,
close the
First
door.
of all, I'm taking it real slow.
let's say like you encounter them. I feel like I'd start tweaking. I'd like scream my head
I think
off.
I'd try talking them down. Like, okay,
Nah,
do
bro.
I expect to see them?
You have to
or like
threaten them.
I turn the corner and there's a person standing there. What do we say?
You turn the corner, and there's a person standing there. They got a knife. Like their goal isn't to kill you, but they're like searching through your stuff. Like they're a threat. They got a weapon. I feel like I'd start like I'd I'd just do something crazy to like make them
I
freak
feel like,
out.
okay, first of all, if I 100% knew, okay, I know there's someone in my house, 100%.
You know there's someone there. It's
Oh,
not your-
guaranteed.
You know it's not your family.
First, I'm going to call the police,
Okay.
right? They're going to be on their way, but then I'm going to go in. I'm gonna take this guy down.
You're gonna
guy
be-
or
you're gonna be on the phone.
a guy or girl.
I'm going in.
Don't want to
Sir, please don't hang
discriminate.
up.
We're not discriminating on Triple Take.
Man or woman.
Could be a man or a woman. We have no
Girls
idea.
can rob houses too.
Yeah. Equal opportunity for everyone.
If I know the guy's there, I'm low-key walking. Obviously, I'm calling cops. But I'm like, I'm gonna walk up to him and like call out, and I'm gonna try to talk him down.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yes. I have a new scenario. No phone.
Ooh.
Middle of the night, you're walking on the sidewalk. Your house is a block and 2 blocks away,
2 blocks away.
and you're being followed.
Okay.
Like you know for sure you're being followed.
How closely? Like within within 15 feet?
You're there, and like he's like behind this blanket.
So like about 7 feet.
And if you speed up, he speeds up. If you slow down, he slows down. Do you start just sprinting? Like he'll run after you if you start sprinting. Like he'll match your speed.
I think this. You start sprinting as fast as you can.
And then you brake check him.
Quick turnaround.
Yes, no, 100%.
Quick turnaround. He's going way too fast. Bam.
Yeah, you're kind of
You
right.
take him out.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't be like smart enough in the moment to think that. Once again, I'd start like freaking out and screaming. Not screaming like "get away from me." I'd start screaming random
Act
stuff.
crazy, just-
Yes, like act like a crazy person. Cause I need to make them like not. Cause they're thinking like, oh, this is an unassuming like poor victim.
Yeah,
I need to
yeah.
make them think I'm buck wild. Like,
yeah, no, I get that.
I'm a threat.
Or you could like just start like mumbling to yourself. Make it seem like you're some like psychopath.
Yeah.
Start breathing a little heavy.
Yes, bro.
Like twitch
Just
your
start
hands around.
making like random movements all
Yeah.
over the place. Have you ever seen that clip of that movie? I don't know what movie it is, but it's this guy and he's like standing out in like a very ghetto neighborhood. He's wearing like an N-word on his chest or something, and then the guy goes up to him. He's like, "Yo, you got a gang over there that's about to come over here in like 10 minutes if you don't stop." And they come over there, and the guy's like, "Just start acting crazy, bro," because they're like threatening him with a gun.
Oh, yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
"Bro, just start acting like
Yeah,
a
it's like a
silent
police
patient."
investigation.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
something.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of that too is you've seen the guys, like the video of the guy gets attacked by a grizzly bear. He
Yeah.
like falls down the hill and he starts making the crazy.
Oh my
noises.
gosh, yes, he's literally just banging on there. Yeah, I don't think I'd be that. Let's say you see a grizzly bear out over there, and not a grizzly bear, big black bear, and he's like
Big
pretty.
black bear.
He's in within 20
Kodiak?
feet of you.
Oh,
Kodiak bear.
No.
Kodiak black bear.
Oh,
You're kind of
no.
cooked.
There's nothing you can do, bro.
I think you're actually done
You're
for.
so cooked. What's
Bro.
what's the biggest animal you think you could take in a fight?
Biggest animal I
Like
can take.
like
in a
most
fight.
dangerous animal you think you could take in a fight? I think I could take down like a full like.
Do I have time to train or just me as is?
Like you.
Right
There's
now.
one at the end of the road.
Biggest animal I can take in a fight. Kangaroo.
I think I can definitely take.
I
it.
really
I
want to
think I-
fight a kangaroo.
Like a full grown like pure as high as power as that animal can be.
Okay, well now we're changing the rules.
I feel like you can get around the neck.
No, but bro,
That's all you gotta do.
You see how big and jacked kangaroos are?
Yeah,
but they're also super lean. You have to think about that. They have no fat on them. Like they're fending for every meal.
That's true. But I mean, like they're as tall as me, and they got razor claws.
Yeah, but they're not expecting me to kick them. They're not expecting me to do a jump up front
also
kick.
like they don't have like a super like
and they don't know how to
brain.
fight.
That's
I
true.
feel
Like you know kangaroos like boxing whatever and they can kick, but like they don't know how to fight. Like throw a punch.
Because we're so
You know what I
versatile.
mean?
Low key.
Yes.
Yeah,
and honestly,
can't they only like hit forward? If you just
if I sweep,
weave,
if I just
bam!
front sweep their leg, they're not gonna know what's happening. They're just gonna
Exactly,
fall
bro.
over. And they're not. And they don't have their legs. Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
If I wind back and just clock him in the head, he's gonna run away.
Oh, for sure.
Because he's not gonna know what to do.
And then he clocks you, and you wake up.
No, that's
he just reels his head back.
As long as you don't get into a grappling match with it, where it doesn't have its claws on your neck.
Yeah, if it's like a wrestling match, I'd probably. I
you're
don't
not
know.
taking a kangaroo,
Because
bro.
like, what is their balance like? They literally hop everywhere.
They got
You
the
never see
tail,
a
though.
kangaroo walking.
Yeah, but they got the tail.
Is that what they do?
They got
They
the
bounce on their tail.
They can lean back on their tail. And
You know what's
kick
crazy?
out of the bed.
We're talking about that, like a kangaroo, which is way bigger than like most monkeys, and most monkeys
my.
would tear you to pieces.
You wouldn't stand a
Well, monkeys also like they have like they got the thumbs.
They are
They are like us, more
They're
flexible.
us with no
literally.
morals.
They
They're
have
us
more
with no
joints.
morals.
They're literally like superhuman strength babies. That's literally what a monkey, which is horrifying.
Oh,
You ever heard the story of that lady who like she had a monkey at a petting zoo?
ripped her face off?
Ripped her face off. You can hear the you can find the
It's
911
awful.
call.
It's awful.
It's literally this lady. She's screaming on the phone. She's like, "The monkey's killed my friend." You can hear the lady in the background. It's horrible.
That's horrible.
It's
I think
horrible.
I could take.
It made me so scared of monkeys.
I think I could take a full-grown pit bull.
You couldn't. I can guarantee you couldn't.
bet
Ooh,
you-
dogs.
Like
yeah.
you get fight or flight.
I don't know
going,
about
though.
pit bull.
You get a
Pit
fight or
bull?
flight going.
You know what pit bulls do to people?
Yes, I know, but I feel like if I got like the fight or flight, I feel like
Yeah,
I
but
would
if you're
take
not,
it.
but you think about most of the things like most of the people who get hurt by pit bulls are looking at it as a pet. If
Yeah.
you're looking at this as
No,
this
that's what I'm
is a
saying.
monster
If I'm-
trying to
if
kill
I'm
me,
going
if
to
you're
this-
not worried about hurting it, bro, I think
No.
we would have a much like you'd get messed up. But like I
No,
think you'd
but I
win.
feel like I got a fight.
He'd scratch you, he'd bite you, you'd probably be
As
bleeding
long,
after it.
if
but-
I'm going into this fight, I get like 50 feet between us, and I know
50 feet?
I know I have to fight this thing to the death.
I feel
I'm
like
gonna
if-
beat it.
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like if you
beat it.
kick a dog in the head,
That's what I'm saying. You land a solid one to the neck.
bang, like this point of your shoe, just
Yes.
crack it in the jaw.
Dude, you're so set.
Yeah.
That is flustered, and you look.
It's got crazy
If it-
reaction time.
If it
though.
gets on top
true.
of you, you're in danger.
I think you're
Oh,
done.
no.
If it gets
if it's like
if it gets a
on you.
bite in you,
You're gone. You're
That's
gone.
true.
they
'Cause
hold
it won't
on.
let go.
They'll
Yeah,
cut
it
you.
won't let
You're
go.
you're just gonna be ripping your flesh off.
Exactly.
Komodo dragon I could beat. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
No.
You know what I want to
Guys,
do, bro?
I could definitely beat a turtle.
I
Y'all
think
see-
I could
Snapping
beat a turtle. I could take on so many turtles.
Snapping turtles make me nervous to go in lakes sometimes.
That's true.
That was like my biggest fear as a kid.
Or
snapping turtles.
like sit on a dock and have your feet in the water.
Because
You're
they'll
like-
think it's like a
think
fish or
it's
something.
fish.
They'll
Yeah.
see the
They're hot dogs.
Because there's a like you can put your like finger in the water and cod will come up to it and like try to.
Cod
put
is
your
such a
finger
lame
back.
fish, bro. Cod is such a freak. That's hey, cancel me. Cancel me all you want. Cod is a lame fish.
Hey, go ahead and cancel me.
Hey, I don't care.
Just try to cancel me just because I'm saying cod are lame.
Didn't see me, bro.
You know what? Shut up, bro. You ever seen swamp people? You know what that is?
Yeah,
The people
bro.
who fight the alligators. So like they'll leave bait out on a rope, and then they'll like grab onto the rope to see if there's weight on it, and then they just get into a fight, like a grappling fight with an Imagine fishing, but no pole. You're just holding onto the string, and there's an alligator on the other end, and they're just fighting it. And then there's one other person in the boat with a gun, and they got to get a clean enough shot. Dude, that shit. I would do that
You
for
gotta pull
life.
it up and the
That'd
other
be
person
so
has to shoot
fun.
it.
Yeah, you're literally
Yes,
fighting.
bro.
I think it might be crocodiles, not
It's probably
alligators.
crocodiles.
I think it's
feel
crocodiles,
like they
but
can just
still.
pull it and you're going over.
That's what.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's got to be like that's literally fighting an ant, like a whole.
That's like dinosaur.
That's what I mean. That like I feel like we get such a thrill out of fishing because that's like our fight or flight mode activating from like primal instinct of
Exactly.
fighting an animal.
Yeah.
So fighting an alligator, you know how like it never gets old feeling a fish on the line. You know what I mean?
No, exactly.
Imagine fighting an alligator. Like it's like the
Bare
biggest fish you've ever had with bare hands.
ripping you away.
You know
Yes,
noodling?
it's like fighting against you.
You know noodling where you
You
crawl?
put like a raw chicken on one end,
Oh.
and then it bites onto it, and then you just are pulling the string.
You just yank it.
Yes, those people are probably strong as fuck, bro.
You ever gone?
Tug of
Oh,
war.
obviously, you've never gone noodling. You know what noodling is?
What is noodling?
You crawl around in like Oklahoma rivers and stuff. They're like clear mud. You can't see an inch in. And you crawl on the side of the rivers and you find holes.
Yes, I know what you're talking
You have
about.
to stick your arm
And
up,
the fish are in there, bro.
up in, and then you have to grab the catfish by its mouth, you're underwater usually. Like it's like the cave diving videos, except you're underwater too.
Cave diving.
You reach in, you gotta.
Oh my gosh,
you gotta
bro.
fight
Today we're going to the devil's asshole.
Cave diving is the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, 100%.
No,
I would rather do anything else. Literally anything
no.
else. Actually, maybe I'd rather do cave diving than be put in the middle of the ocean.
That's true.
I can totally get.
But
it.
that's
Oh!
so scary. Especially when you hear the stories about people that get stuck upside down.
Dude.
Oh.
And
Like,
watching
you
those,
only
you
have
ever
so
see
much
TikToks
time.
and you watch them get, like, they can't move. And you're like, all right, the last thing you want to do here is panic. We're just going to try to, you know. I'm like, bro, I'd be screaming, I'd be crying. Or, you ever see where they're crawling through and then they just encounter a spider's nest?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
all over
yeah.
them. How are spiders down there? What is there?
Because they crawled down there.
Because
But why? How, a
just there.
whole nest? They
That-
live
that
there?
could be just, like,
There's
where
nothing
they
but
go.
rock.
That's probably.
that's all they know.
What, are they eating each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's
and
crazy.
I'm sure there's a bunch of other.
Oh yeah,
bugs
because
down
the
there.
females eat the
cockroaches.
males, or is that only black
There's
widows?
probably ants.
Probably
there's
all
probably,
spiders. I
There's
assume.
probably so many stuff down there. There's probably rats
Yeah,
too.
but like if there's something down there, there has to be a smaller species that's just eating plants or something. But there's not that down there.
There's like little tiny bugs down
yeah, I
there.
bet you there's a bunch of flies like gnats and stuff.
But the
Yeah.
little tiny stuff has to eat something.
Probably, I guarantee
Dust.
there's dust mites and stuff too.
That's crazy.
Mud.
And
That's
there's plant. I mean, there's definitely like some
There's
plants.
like,
just-
yeah, some
down
plant material.
That's imagine
leaves that
seeing.
No, you know what they wait for? They wait for the humans to get stuck.
Oh,
That's what they do.
Imagine.
oh.
Imagine you see a fucking a little crevice this thick, and you're like, "Yep, let's go."
That's
They get
that's-
excited,
that's
bro.
crazy.
They get excited for that stuff.
That's what I'm saying about noodling
that's so
though. Like,
wild.
you go down into those with your hands, and sometimes even like your whole bodies. You're underwater,
See,
fully
that's scary.
submerged.
I hate water. I can't
You're
see.
trusting your buddy who's holding onto your feet sometimes
Yeah.
to be able to pull you out while you're holding onto this 200-pound catfish that's doing
Oh,
everything in its
dude.
power to stay in this hole. All while
I
you're holding your
can't-
breath and trying to shove a rope through its gills.
I cannot stand swimming in water unless I'm above it. Like when I go like
bro.
kneeboarding or tubing on a lake is like different. When I jump into the water to go get on a tube, that like 2 seconds where I'm underwater is just the worst.
Oh, that part?
Yes.
I hate like looking
Or
down.
looking down at my feet and it's just black underneath
Yeah,
it.
no, that's.
I'm
that's
worried.
yeah.
I can't look down because I just see a shark. Even if it's a lake.
'Cause you know-
I see just a shark coming up and swallowing.
You know the fish like no, like they can see through that.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's
Thankfully,
crazy.
there's nothing in my lake other than snapping turtles, and they're not out in 44
No,
foot
no,
deep
they're,
water.
they're coasting on the bottom of the.
But like,
the lagoon.
bro, my imagination goes very far. Like it's
Oh,
just it's murky because I can barely see my feet when they're all the way down,
Yeah.
and then it's just black underneath that, and I know there's just 40 feet of water.
I
Like,
think-
there could be anything in there.
I think that that's the same concept of hiding under your like blankets when
What
you're
do you
a kid.
mean?
It's more like people get more scared, and like everyone gets more scared about the concept of something being there that's scary, than the fact that if something was
Yes.
actually there, they'd be scared.
Looking
You don't
at-
want to see the thing that's scary. That's why you hide your face. You don't want to see the thing below your feet.
Yes.
That's why you don't look.
That's why the ocean is so scary. Open water is like the scariest thing. You can't hear anything. You can't smell anything. You can only
You
see.
can't go anywhere.
You can't
Yeah,
go anywhere.
you're stuck.
That's why being in the middle of the ocean, I think, is the scariest thing you could put someone through. Unless they're like completely fine.
Like I low-key think I'd be fine. Like I obviously
Bro,
I'd die, but like
open ocean, you can't
Huh.
see land in any direction.
I know if I had
I'd
like,
be tweaking.
Especially when
I
it hits
knew-
night.
I'd
and
be.
it's just pitch
I'd start
black.
hallucinating probably from fear.
that's you hear the stories of the Antarctica guys. You go out at night, there's zero light at all, and your mind just starts making things
Going
up,
in
and they start getting
Going
crazy.
into water with no light at night, that would suck. Like I've gone fishing at night sometimes, and just like looking into the water, it's just scary, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I caught a bass at like 9 p.m. It was pitch black out. That was pretty.
It's fun fishing at night, but just staring into the water and just like thinking about it for a second always scares me.
Oh yeah.
Even when it's like daytime, when I see how far the sun rays go down and
And
you
they're just
still
at the
can't see
bottom.
the ground. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't like that.
Yeah, no, that's why I stay in a kayak. On top
You guys
of it.
seen that video of that guy? He
No,
was
there
in
was
like
not.
a canoe. It was some guy from Australia, so no wonder, obviously. This is like an average daily experience for them. Literally in like a rocky canoe, and there's just a whole great white shark chasing him. And he was like just staying calm. He was like, oh no.
Boy, mate.
Oh, bloody great white behind me, bro.
I'm
Boy,
late to
mate.
dinner tonight.
I've been seeing a lot of news about like orcas recently.
Yo, did you see the guy got eaten by a whale and spit back out?
Oh, I did see that, bro.
Was he Pinocchio?
Jumped up. Yes, he jumped
Jonah.
up, and he got eaten by wood. And it's so funny hearing him describe it. Like he doesn't even know what happened. He was like, "I guess I was inside of an animal." Felt weird.
And he just crawled out. He like, climbed out.
It's
And
like
spit
spit him
back
out. Yeah.
Because those things don't really eat
Crazy.
fish.
Because also they don't like how he tastes.
That's true.
Like they're not trying to eat us.
They're trying to eat krill.
They're trying to eat seal.
shrimp
Oh,
that
well,
big.
whales. Yeah. They're trying to
That's
mass eat.
crazy.
Yes. That's why also like
That'd be
sharks
such a cool thing.
also don't want to eat us, but they'll take bites out of people and then they'll bleed out.
Yeah.
Like when you see like the Meg, that's like pretty unrealistic. Not because it's a megalodon, but I'm saying like them just swarming
Eating,
20
like,
people and
90
eating all of them.
people at
That's not that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 'cause
Scariest ocean animal.
The Leviathan.
You want me to be honest?
the bloop.
Anglerfish? No, that's not real. That's scary though.
I think those like really long-legged squids are scary.
Oh yeah, what are they called? Like the Magnapina squid or something. That's what they're called.
The Magna Peter.
Wait,
Now I'm looking at the name.
I think it's called a big fin squid.
So,
Yeah, but that's like the proper like.
So back in 1930.
Big fin
Yeah,
squid.
tell a story, Noah.
While they look it up, back in 1930, when we made our like first expedition down on the coast of California.
Yeah, look
big fin squid, also known as Magnapina.
Oh, there we
rare
go.
Oh,
Deep
you're
sea
right.
See?
sauropod with large
always
fins and
true
long
facts.
appendages. Yes, bro.
Anyway,
Can
our
you even
first.
see this, bro?
Oh,
Barely.
That's just scary.
That's just terrifying.
Pure scary.
That sucks.
Looking underwater and seeing that.
Oh,
Those legs are 10
look at
times
this,
the
bro.
size
Imagine
of
you look up.
oh.
Oh,
See,
Also,
that doesn't
bro,
freak me out though.
they
Like,
can move so fast.
How does that not
too.
freak you out?
Cause like I feel like water. Once I
That
like
thing
know,
would eat you alive.
once I know the thing is there, like I feel like I can just assess the situation.
Do you know how
and figure it
fast
out.
it can swim?
You can't assess the situation,
But
bro.
like, what is that thing gonna do to me?
It's gonna catch you with its tentacles and roll you up slowly and eat you.
No, it's not. It's like with the.
That's what they do. They
what
drag
they
your
do?
tentacles
Yeah,
along
they
the bottom,
drag on the
and they
floor.
catch fish, and they
Ooh.
get stuck on them. Their tentacles are so sticky, and then it brings them up and eats
Oh,
them.
It's like a big spider web.
Loki, I would not like that.
Yes.
Never mind.
Y'all ever seen Kong Skull Island?
No.
No.
Oh, dude, there's this scene. They're like in a bamboo forest, and there's this giant spider thing, and it has like bamboo legs, so it's like kind of camouflage. So you won't see it unless you look up. And there's this scene where it has this long tongue, and it goes down and it eats this. It like latches onto this guy, and it's just this slow bring up where he's just desperately trying to cut at the thing, and it's like snapping at it as it slowly brings him up. That's terrifying. Imagine
That's horrifying.
slowly being brought up to be eaten to death. That's what's gonna happen.
Nice.
Adapt to the situation, Noah. Gosh, you make me angry.
It's
Alright,
a swim
I didn't
away.
know
This
that
guy
was-
thinks just because he's 6'5", he can survive being in the middle of the ocean.
All right, back to my story.
No, please, back to your story.
No, our first expedition, like deep sea, it was like off the coast of California. There's these two guys. They had that one like ball submarine. They were like way deep. Like we're last episode where I was talking about bioluminescent area, right? Where there's
That's
no
so
light,
fire.
no natural light except
Fire.
self-produced light.
Love bioluminescence.
They had their window open, and he said he was doing stuff, and he looked out, and there was an eye of a fish, like that filled like the size of a dinner plate.
Gosh, bro.
And we still have no clue what the fish is. We got no clue what it is.
Probably,
It's still down there. We
to
have
be
no
honest,
clue.
it was probably like a Goliath grouper or something like that.
He said it swam past, and it was at least 30 fish, or
That's-
30 feet of just a normal
That's
size fish.
crazy.
And we have no clue what it is. We might not ever know what it is. That's like how scary that place is down there, bro. Like that thing.
All the stuff down there looks terrifying.
I mean, why did NASA stop exploring the ocean?
how deep are blobfish? Like
Very deep. Like
They look
really
normal.
Don't they? Yeah, I was gonna say they look completely normal when they're when they're in the water.
It's because of the pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
See the fish, their
They
eyes
just-
pop out, like they like their eyes
Yeah.
inflate when they
Yeah,
get pulled
yeah,
out of
yeah.
the deep. Their tongues are.
I forgot. You were telling that story. I thought it was this one. These guys. There's no animal in this story, but these guys. I think it's the deepest like submarine expedition ever. Like they were just trying to go to the deepest depth, and they made it, and they would have kept going, and then a window on the submarine cracked,
Oh,
and they
I
started
read
going
that
up.
book.
That is. Imagine.
You only
No,
have
no,
so
no.
much time before you're done.
That's what I mean. Because if you stayed down there, it would break.
Yeah, no.
And if you go any
top-
deeper, it's gonna get worse.
because
Right
of
to
the
the
pressure,
top.
you would actually die in like one snap of
Dude,
fingers,
as
you'd
soon
die.
as it opened.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my.
That's the like underwater welders that they go through. They literally
Yes.
spend months down there because they
That's
have to like
horrible.
go up like
That's horrible.
bit
I've
by
seen
bit
that
by
video
bit.
too. The really bad disaster that happened.
Oh, it's just someone
I
didn't
don't even want to
connect the
talk about
pipes
that.
to it.
Oh,
They
wait,
opened
what
it.
happened?
Someone.
Oh man.
This is
Yeah, tell
this
me.
is on an oil rig.
It
Long
was-
time ago, in the 90s.
Okay.
Right? Someone's on an oil rig, and they have underwater welders, and they're super deep, right? So it's super crazy pressure, and your body has to acclimate to that. So when they brought them up, they had them in a little chamber acclimating, but
Yeah.
someone didn't connect the chamber properly. When they opened it up to let some more air in, with a snap of a finger, everyone imploded all at once.
They all got sucked to the door, which was like this big.
What do y'all think is scarier? Okay, you're on one of those submarine expeditions, you go down deep to the point where you can't see anything. Or you go to space and you lose, like,
Deep down,
contact.
Right? Deep down. Oh, no, space. 100% space.
Well, wait,
Because at least
space, like,
the thing is that, like, if you get cooked in the depths, like, you're just gonna get, like, blown up or drown. You're gonna die. Space, you could live, like, 10 or, like, a year.
Yeah, but you could. Okay,
Yeah, but I'm saying, like,
think about
You
this.
just float away and just be, like, half
You could just open it up and you'd be dead in an instant. Because in
Space, you could just die.
you could
I'm
It's like
saying,
both ways you have an easy
I
way
was gonna
out.
say space is scarier because you're gonna have to, like, ocean. You could even gaslight yourself if you're in the ocean to, like, believe that you can make it out of it. Space, you lose contact, you know you're dead.
Yeah, no, there's
You
like
know
no
you're
shot.
gonna die unless you
think,
have
honestly-
fuel to get back. Which this is not the Martian.
Yeah.
You're not getting back probably. That, like, you have to go through the realization, like, of losing contact that you're gonna die. The ocean, you lose contact, you're like, all right, what can I do now? Because you have the tools to
Yeah.
get up,
Pretty much.
probably.
Yeah, so very dark episode today, guys.
I mean, exactly. We're literally in a simulation.
Yeah.
All this stuff is all
We're in a
simulation.
This is fear that they're fear mongering that they're putting on us, so that we don't have to
Hey.
think about the simulation.
Thanks for joining us for another episode. Comment your biggest fear down below. See you
Me.
next Saturday.